Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. This week I wanted to kind of show you guys what we have going on in the garden and just around our homestead. I think I walked you guys through everything a couple weeks ago, but a lot has changed and I'm starting to transplant things into the garden and see where I have empty spots. So I need to start making a plan for what I'm going to fill in those empty spots. So right now I am standing on my front porch. I want to show you what we have going on in these planters here. So I have 3 of these planters. I just got them from Tractor Supply. They're just cute little rustic planters. And I kind of have all the herbs here. This is catgrass my oldest got at the farmer's market, which I told her she needs to split it up because it is growing like crazy. So we have one little lavender here. I put this pepper plant here because I just wanted to see how it does. And it was my last one that I had left. These are some basil. I'm probably going to have to thin those out. This is lemon balm here. I didn't have success earlier in the year with this. Lemon mint, same thing. I didn't have success with the balm or the mint. So they grew when I planted them in here. Some more anise. And then in my second planter, I have 2 licorice basil plants, a bigger anise, and these were all transplanted. So my fenugreek here and here, I mean, this is just crazy. If you look at how it's growing, so the bottom of this plant is over here. It like grew this way and then up. And then it's kind of doing its own little thing here. I have an English lavender here, a weed, you know, like I said before, fenugreek. This here is the caraway. As you can see, is doing really, really good. I have 2 German chamomiles, which is just has the cutest little flowers, and then 2 Italian dandelions over here. And then, if you remember, in this one was my little bachelor's button. I had no idea they were going to turn into this, but they still look pretty cool, and if you can see, they are just the most beautiful color flower. And then here is another one. And then it looks like these are going to be like a pink color. That is what it looks like. So you see behind me the planters. We still have some mulch left, and then my flowers out front. So that's what they look like. So let's go to the garden and see what we got going on there. Alright, so the garden might look a little different from the last time that you saw it. Let's see what we got going on. These are the watermelon Molly transplanted on the trellis just last weekend. A moon and stars, which if you can see, that's why it's moon and stars. The plant will also look like that. That is a crimson sweet. And then this moon and stars was a little bit behind. On that other side, I have some squash. I might have to thin those out a little bit, and then on the other side of the trellis is the peas. So I'm 6'1", and they are kind of up to my armpit. So they're getting there as far as height-wise. I don't see any flowers yet, but they're getting there soon. Very, very soon, I hope. A boat just went by on the river, and Molly came out to say hello. And this bed over here, which is on the other part of the trellis, I have some straight 8 cucumbers on this side of the trellis. These are some bush beans here, some marigolds, and then 3 tomato plants. I had a terrible time with slugs in this bed. As you can see, the damage on the marigolds. I have not been to the store to get some cheap beer to combat these slugs. I did read if you put crushed eggshells around the base of your plant, it will kind of deter them because they have a very sensitive skin, and I didn't see any slugs in this bed today. The strawberries that I had left over were also in this bed, and I noticed that the slugs just destroyed the few plants that I had left, so I went ahead and cleaned the strawberries out of here and just planted some calendula and zinnias. I don't remember which one is which, but that's all that's in this half of the bed. So I still have some things to plant. I have, looks like, 4 squares left. So that would be about 2 beds in total. And then in this bed here yesterday, I planted marigolds in 3 of the corners, and then a couple tomato plants I had left. And this bed down here, I think this is a row of golden beets here. Hello, bird. Some more beans, a couple different kinds. So contender bush beans, royal burgundy. You can kind of see the coloring on the plants. There's nothing in through here, just weeds. Those sunflowers are just getting mangled. And then more cucumbers on that side of the trellis. So if you saw those sunflowers, in my head, they were gonna go nice and big and tall and just look amazing growing up that side of the trellis. But I don't know what's going on. You can see all this brush behind me, how thick it is. We've actually cut it back probably a little bit every year, but there's so much brush. And if you look on all the leaves of these, you can just see all the slugs. So I feel like this is kind of why we have a slug problem, and a lot of mosquitoes are over here as well. I want to show you guys this one plant because there's got to be tons of them here. So it's this plant here. I can see slugs in there now. So it's got this thick, you see, like it's so hollow and so liquidy. And this is what the root looks like. It like looks like little fingers. So does anyone have any clue what the world this plant is? Because you can't see. There's so many raspberries in here, but there's also so many weeds because nobody took care of this property until we came here. My strawberries, I wish I had strawberries to show you, but we harvested a lot last week and the beginning of this week, and mosquitoes are really bad also over here. We noticed that even with the netting, something was getting in there and just taking like a bite out of the strawberry. Not even eating the whole thing. Like, listen, animal, if you're gonna get through the fence and you're gonna eat my strawberries, eat the whole thing, not just take a bite out of each strawberry and leave it in there for me to find. All right, I'm gonna show you the corn and the green beans. Some more bush beans along this side. And then some corn. And then this is the new raised bed. As you can see where we put the cardboard up, there's no weeds. It looks really, really good. So this is the trellis Chris showed you in the last video he built. We are watching our nephews. So the oldest one is over there with Molly and Chris on the trampoline. Look how cute he is. So we had these tomatoes and marigolds planted here. So I went and put another tomato here, one down there, right there, and then some two flower plants. I think they might have been zinnias. This row of golden beets here is doing good. Basil plant, and then this row of peppers. This might be my favorite bed because everything in it seems to be doing really good. So like I said, I still have pretty much two full beds that I don't have anything in. I need to go through my seeds and see what I can plant in the middle of June that will have pretty good success. And then on this side I showed you is the cucumbers and then some beans here. And then over here I have some more cucumbers. Like I said, sunflowers back here, but they just kind of didn't do anything. And then broccoli, which, holy cow. This broccoli is on steroids. So I think all but these two on the end here, which are the smallest, this is all purple broccoli. And then lettuce, which I was fighting slugs in this bed too. I didn't put eggshells around the lettuce, and it looks like my chickens were probably pecking through this. So I might try to plant maybe some lettuce out front, maybe in a container along with something else. That way, you know, if the kids or Chris want a salad, they can just go out front and get lettuce. So that is it for the garden area. Let me go ahead and walk you over to the grow bags and show you the update on the potatoes and carrots. Alright, so in these little planters, which Chris cut the grass, just didn't weed whack. Aren't they the cutest? These are the potatoes. So I tried to mound up the dirt so we could get as much as we can. I mean, this thing is just full. And then the carrots. I don't know what I'm doing with these carrots, but as you can see, there's a lot going on in there. Show me your tricks, dude. Show me how you jump. Whoa. Well, thanks for checking on the progress of our garden. As you can see, the sun is setting behind me on the river and I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So everything's looking pretty good. I need to really figure out a game plan for the empty spaces in the garden. If you have any recommendations on what to plant, since it is starting to get hotter during the days here, just leave it down in a comment below and I will definitely take your advice and get it in the garden. I will see you guys on the next video.
Bye.